And we're back looking at XLM price action under the influence of bearish Robo advisors in search of support here. I'll be sure to stick around until the end of the video to get all the updates. We cover about 4 to 5 coins per video, Bitcoin every day. We even include an article typically from Cointelegraph, so I'll be sure to stick around to the end. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and be sure to tune in for the next one. We're looking at XLM currently under the influence of bearish Robo advisors ever since November here, technically since the 34-cent level. Price action has experienced down to 35% in downside and is still more than 25% down at current levels since bearish parameters met by EngineeringRobo throughout the middle of November there. We are awaiting confirmations of support and the return of 2 of our chosen 3 Robo advisors to become bullish here to suggest comfortable accumulation, which would be at support once confirmed. Currently looking at resistance overhead, 27 cents is a level of resistance. We will need daily candles opening and closing with wicks and bodies above, similar to the 3rd of January and the 27th and 28th of December. We need daily candles back above this level to reconfirm it as support and a potential area of accumulation once EngineeringRobo can become bullish here. We do see an interaction with the bull suggestion that has been sort of coming into play for the last sort of couple weeks. We will need this daily candle to close to confirm this buy suggestion, and we will need a second Robo advisor as well to become bullish, to become more comfortable on accumulation with anticipated upside here. However, support for us isn't present until 22 cents, in my opinion, is going to be a key horizontal level of support waiting for us. We also have been having bullish interactions with this descending trend line for the last sort of few weeks as well. So that could be an area of support if we were to continue any sort of downside. And in my opinion, the strongest area of support for XLM is all the way down at 17 cents. That is going to be the strongest horizontal level I anticipate support found at, and I do anticipate continued interaction toward that level as long as bearish Robo advisors are present. So just a few more parameters need to be met here to begin comfortable accumulation. If we were to visualize a potential psychological area of support between this 24 and 25 cent level, this could be, as I mentioned, a psychological level of support forming that if we were to interact with in a continued sort of bullish manner, we can further solidify support here. However, as I mentioned, 22 cents and 17 cents are going to be the key horizontal levels I anticipate support found at, but it would be nice to see a bullish recovery from these levels. Let me know your thoughts on XLM though. This is an article titled "Bitcoin Cycle is Far From Over and Miners Are in It for the Long Haul," a report from Fidelity. Fidelity Digital Assets, the crypto wing of Fidelity Investments, which has $4.2 trillion in assets under management, shared their 2 sats on the future of the digital assets space. In an annual report shared, a quote reads, "As Bitcoin miners have the most financial incentive to make the best guess as to the adoption and value of Bitcoin, the current Bitcoin cycle is far from over and these miners are making investments for the long haul." The report stated that the recovery in the hash rate in 2021 was truly astounding, particularly when considering that the world's second largest economy, China, banned Bitcoin in 2021. The rebound in hash rate since the ban, thanks to Bitcoin's hash power being more widely distributed around the world, showed miners are set on long-term profits. The statements aligned with miners' recent selling performance. Key on-chain metrics indicate Bitcoin miners are in massive Bitcoin accumulation mode as miners show no desire to sell. Fidelity has made some interesting predictions into nation-states accepting Bitcoin as legal tender. A quote reads, "There is very high-stakes game theory at play here, whereby if Bitcoin adoption increases, the countries that secure some Bitcoin today will be better off competitively than their peers. We, therefore, wouldn't be surprised to see other sovereign nation-states acquire Bitcoin in 2022 and perhaps even see a central bank make an acquisition. In essence, more regulation and better products will open up the crypto space, bringing a greater portion of the hundreds of trillions in traditional assets into the digital asset ecosystem. Combined with miners hodling, it could lengthen the cycle and drive Bitcoin to new highs." Very bullish long-term incentive for crypto and Bitcoin. We've been covering many articles here over the last couple weeks showing some very large players in the traditional world of finance getting into Bitcoin and crypto under these conditions at these levels. So this does give a very bullish longer-term incentive for the continued upside for crypto here. This pullback and short-term red that we have been having is very healthy for the overall continued uptrend that Bitcoin still seems to want to be in my opinion. Increased adoption and increased exposure and increased use cases for Bitcoin and crypto is always a very bullish thing to see, and I very much anticipate the continued upside here. So personally, I'd accumulate while you can before all the institutions buy them all. But let me know your opinion on cryptocurrency currently. Check out this article in the description. We're looking at today in crypto. We have the crypto spheres here showing some nice green for a lot of projects. We saw some healthy downside and accumulation for other projects here. We have upside between the 4 and 8% in gains, downside between 3 and 4%. We do have Decred experiencing 9.3% in downside. However, every other coin in the red today is only about 2 to 4% in the red. So in my opinion, very healthy downside and pullbacks here, and we have some very bullish gains for other coins as well. Showing the continued overall bullish incentive for cryptocurrency in my opinion. Looking at this week in crypto, we can see the bullish incentive and trajectory for cryptocurrencies continuing their upside here. Lots of projects experiencing some very nice gains. We have coin symbol ROSE experiencing 69 nice 0.6% in gains here. So some very bullish incentive for a lot of these projects. Capital may be flowing out of Bitcoin temporarily here, bringing the price down. However, we do see capital flowing into other cryptocurrencies, showing the very bullish incentive here for this technology. And so, my opinion, if the overall incentive was bearish, I feel like no one would be buying any of the coins, and they'd all be going down here. But I wouldn't be too panicked by the Bitcoin downside that we've been experiencing, as it is quite beneficial, in my opinion, to the rest of the cryptocurrency market. And as I keep saying, the overall incentive and bullish, uptrend for Bitcoin is very much in play, in my opinion, until other parameters suggest otherwise. But let me know how you feel about crypto down below. This is a quick update on HBAR, the Hedera Hashgraph Network price action currently still sideways. We covered this coin a few days ago where we read an article regarding some bullish fundamentals for this project. We were seeing it being used in the information swap between drones used by the military. So very bullish incentive for this project here. Technically, we can anticipate continued upside as well, as we are looking for support off of an ascending trend line suggesting an uptrend forming, and we do have a bullish interaction with horizontal key level 25 cents here, the strongest area of support and accumulation here for us. Under the influence of bullish Robo advisors, technically this buy for and moon suggestion on the 19th of December does give us bullish incentive for continued upside. This sell to, however, is to be kept in mind. If we were to see a second bearish Robo advisor, we would have to perhaps consider stronger support down below and a more bullish area to accumulate. But under these conditions, we can anticipate continued upside toward my immediate short-term target, 33 cents. That is just resistance overhead. We will have to break and confirm as support, and if bullish parameters remain, we can continue these gains. We're looking at AVAX in search of support down below here. We need continued bullish interaction with $87.57 here to suggest a potential recovery upward. Currently under the influence of some very scary bearish Robo advisors coming into play throughout the beginning of January here, potentially similar to price action throughout the beginning of December. If we were to recover, we could see interaction with bullish Robo advisors. Again, this range of sideways we've been in since the beginning of November has been a very aggressive range of sideways where very major selling and buying is occurring as we consolidate in this triangular pattern here toward a breakout. And if bearish Robo advisors are in play, we can anticipate potential continued downside here. So we are looking for the return of bullish Robo advisors and further support found off of $87.57 here as we await the breakout from this triangular consolidation pattern. Ethereum still at resistance overhead here. $3,414 per Ethereum is resistance at the moment. We will need daily candles opening and closing above it to confirm it as support, and the return of bullish Robo advisors as well to become more comfortably bullish on accumulation here. In my opinion, we may be heading towards support present near $2,711 per Ethereum. This is going to be an area where we may recover and experience price action similar to September 21st all the way to September 30th, where we were able able to recover and make our way back upward. However, the strongest area of support for Ethereum is still all the way down at $2,320. Bitcoin, crypto, the currency, currently looking for support off of some key levels here, interacting with $43,160. We need daily candles opening and closing above it to confirm it as support. Technically, it is resistance under these conditions, so I do anticipate continued interaction towards support, potentially $40,550 per Bitcoin, a bullish level we may be able to recover from and find support off of if we were to continue to interact with it in a very bullish manner. However, in my opinion, the strongest area of support is still $34,655 per Bitcoin. Technically, I do anticipate continued interaction toward that level. It is a rather unlikely target, although not impossible, under the influence of bearish robo advisors. But in my personal opinion, I very much anticipate a six-figure Bitcoin to present itself before any sort of significant fundamental downside is to be expected. In my opinion, the overall bullish incentive for cryptocurrency has never been higher, and dips like this and pullbacks like this are very bullish times to be accumulating for the longer term uptrend, which is very much in play in my opinion. But we always await the confirmations. Let me know down below your thoughts on crypto if you're buying or selling here. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hearing my analysis. Check out EngineeringRobo for free with a link in the description. Subscribe here on YouTube. Check out all the other social media down below and tune in for the next one.